get messy, this was so much fun. Please take note of the fact that I am putting paper towel all over my desk. Yes, this is going to get messy. I woke up and I just wanted to play, and I had this idea and I thought, you know what, this would be so cool. Let's go and do it. Now, I leave this in because it didn't really work. So I'm mixing my colours together. I've pulled out my ALDIS watercolour brush ink markers again. I've actually gone to these. I'm really surprised how often I reach for these. I actually think I might buy some of the other ink brush markers that are on you know, I think, who is it? I think Vicky Booten has some, maybe, or I don't know. Someone has some. Okay, I thought I would splat it with that. That did not work. Epic fail. So I picked up my silicone brush and, oh, check that out. That's exactly what I wanted it to do. Absolutely loved it. I needed to stop though. Stop hitting it. Just do one. That is exactly what I was after. Now I'm using Poppycraft 240 GSM paper, cardstock. It's quite a heavy body, and I didn't prep it with anything, with gesso or anything like that. I love that one. How cool does that look? It looks quite red on here, but it's pink with a touch of red. So yeah, trust me, it did look like the front of my shirt. I think I do show it to you here in a minute. I forgot to put my apron on. So my green shirt is now multicolored, but it's watercolor, so it should wash out, right? Yeah, oh well, if it doesn't, it doesn't. I have to be honest with you, you should have seen my arms when I was finished this. My hands and my arms were covered. I thought I would be covered in ink for days, but it's all right. It's all off, and it's only the following morning. So this, literally, I'm trying to, with all my videos that I'm creating for you guys, I'm trying to, the reason I'm doing that is I want the splat to be the effect, not the watercolor running. Now, I felt the pinky red, I put a little bit too much, I mixed a bit too much water with it, but I felt that it was necessary to have the water there purely so, see, this one just wasn't splatting until I got fully into it. You should see my floor, by the way. My daughter informed me this morning, Mum, look, you got it all over the floor. And I went, oops, my new tiles. It's all right, it washes off, don't stress. I'm not stressed, it's my craft room. So this is probably an activity, if you're not doing a video, I'd probably do it outside or in an area that, you know, you don't mind getting colour everywhere. But putting down the paper towel was definitely smart. And I was just using a pipette to add colour. Look at me, I'm covered in it. There you go, there's my shirt. Whoops. So at this point, I loved it. What I'm scrapbooking is my daughter's 3rd birthday. All she wanted for her 3rd birthday was a purple cake with glitter on it. That's all she wanted. She didn't care about anything else. That's all she wanted. And I gotta tell you, it was absolutely adorable. Her reaction to that cake was the easiest cake I've ever made. And for me personally, it didn't meet my expectations. Okay, here I add black. Get ready. Yes, you think this is going to get messy? Oh yeah, it does. So I wasn't making my puddles big enough. When you make a puddle bigger and you slap it, you get more of that firework sort of explosion. See, that just annoyed me, that black one. That being said, I was pointing out the really good splat didn't land on the paper. So frustrated, but that's all right. It's okay. So I did all that and I thought, I think the black's too much. I needed just a little bit of black. See, There you go, look at that. Cleaned up, muzzle tough. It's not that bad. See? So you can act like a 5-year-old, and that's what I said on my Facebook group. If you're not a part of the Facebook group, the link's below. Have a look. I sort of leak little bits here and there as time goes on before the videos even come out. So these are my photos. Now, I had considered cutting these photos and having them all separate, but all I'm doing there is rolling my paper backwards on the edge of my table just to sort of flatten it a bit. So I thought purple and yellow, that goes together well. They are opposites, but they match, and the pinky red goes with the yellow as well. So I wanted to mount these photos, not to have a huge, big, thick border on them or anything, but just so there was an addition of another color. See, it's not overpowering, but it's just enough. Why I grabbed yellow, I've got no idea. Other than the fact that it's contrasting. That's the only thing I can think of to tell you. I am coming back. The video is not broken. Trust me. I will return. This was me second guessing myself. And I like that. See, I've covered up most of the black. Didn't have to start again. I did think I'd ruined it by doing the black. And in hindsight, I probably wouldn't do the black again. But it all comes together in the end. So stick with me, come for the ride, and I'll show you how I fix it. So it's at this point, I'm still trying to sort out where I'm going to go with this. Now, these are my finger daubers for my Distress inks, not my oxides. So the blue ones I use for my inks, because you should not mix the two together. I think it needed a border, right? So I just grabbed my Distress ink. I didn't worry about I didn't mind if you could see the splat through it, which you actually can. So I wasn't too concerned about that. I didn't need the oxide for the coverage, if that makes sense. And I'm just using washi tape and I'm just laying it down and creating a border. I'm actually really enjoying doing it this way because it's saving me a lot of cost on cardstock. And of course that cardstock then adds to the weight of your album as well. So where possible, this is definitely something that I will continue to do in the future because it's such a time saver, a cost saver, not a time saver. When it comes to time, I'm pretty much thinking this is the longest way of going about it, but you know what? It looks good in the end. And you could do multiple colours along there. I might even do that today. In my layout today. I've got a layout in my head already. And it's killing me that I have to do the voiceover before I can do the next one. But if I don't do that, I end up with all these videos banked up. And then I've got to do like 3, 4, 5 voiceovers in one hit. And nobody wants to do that. Let's be honest. We want to be creating. We want to be having fun. So I love how that looks. Now, do I love the next bit? When I was doing it, I liked it. This morning I've got up and looked at it, and I'm not so much of a fan. But I've used my holy moly, you can't possibly remove me ever glue, called Art Glitter Glue. And once you've used that stuff, you've got no chance. You cannot separate it. So it was either a case of suck it up, leave it how it is, except that, you know, sometimes, because it's washi tape, see, I don't put a lot of glue, just a quick line, but you can't get it back up. The reason I wanted to do this is because I wanted to break up and give the pages, the photos, a bit of grounding. That's the approach I was going for. Okay, so I've raised them up on a little bit of craft foam, which I'm nearly out of, that thick fun foam, so I have to get some more of that. But the washi tape, I wanted to introduce a metallic, so I grabbed gold. Now, yellow. I did 2 yellows on top of each other. Had I just left, maybe I could go through and take off one. because it's transparent, this tape is quite transparent, and I didn't want it to be even or anything. And this is where I tore my washi tape in half because I love that look. And I don't know if I love it. Leave a comment below, love or hate, with the washi tape. Jury's out with me. I'm not sure if I love it. I think it's because I added the yellow, but I wanted to add a little bit more yellow onto the page because of the photo matting. But it's okay. At this point, I was running with it. So now I decided, because I've added the gold, I need to add a little bit more gold, because there's something about the metallic on top of black that at the moment, I'm living for it. I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. So I'm running along the very edge with my 0.7 millimeter gold metallic Posca paint pen. That's what I'm using. So this, if you get the opportunity, I know they're a little bit dearer. They're about $5 a pen. If you go to Officeworks, if you're an Aussie, I don't know where you get them from in any other country, but I know you can get them on Amazon. I've never bought them from Amazon, but I have seen them on there. Okay, watch and learn. Karen, stuff's up big time. I do not know what I was thinking here, but I realized about halfway through that I didn't like it, but then I had to continue. So whatever I do over the top is going to, what am I thinking? What is that? That is ridiculous. So now I just go over the whole lot so it's consistent, but then I come in on top of it all. This is ridiculous. Like, look what I'm doing. That is just, I don't even know how I thought that was going to look any good. I got no idea. But I had to do that so that when I sprayed it with the Distress Oxide, any pattern that shone through was consistent between the word Jennifer and celebration. It had to be all consistent. So now all I did was pulled out my Distress Oxide in black soot. Why did I do those sprinkles? Because I didn't cover up the words and I got a couple of splats on it. So I did that purely and simply for effect. So I've dried it off. This is my gold mica mist that I have made myself. There is a video how to make it if you jump on and have a look, if you want to know how to do it. Super simple, super cheap, super effective. So you can, now I sit here and add on my letters. Now I will be honest with you, I did not use any gesso. I did not prime. I did nothing to see these tweezers. The last two videos I lost these tweezers. They were lost somewhere. If I don't put yellow tape, like bright yellow tape on stuff, I can't find it on my desk. Are you the same? Do you do that when you scrap? Oh, drove me crackers. But it's okay. Crisis averted. Found the tweezers. I do have those reverse tweezers, but I can't use them. My brain doesn't work like that. Must be the ADH. Oh my Lord, I've just realized I've got ink up my wall. Okay, that's different. Well, now the question is, do I try and wash it off, but it's water-based? If it doesn't come off, it's going to spread and look worse. Or do I just leave it alone? Whoopsie. We live and we learn, right? So these letters have you saw how much ink and spray I put on these letters. This is just straight up bog stock American Crafts white textured cardstock. That's all it is. Yes, I'm being gentle. Look, you can see by the back of those letters, it's soaked right through. It's gone right through, but it's totally fine because I'm gluing it down onto white that has had no liquid added to it, it's fine. It's totally fine. So what else can I tell you? I used, so the washi was just out of my collection. I honestly couldn't tell you where I got either of those from. Either of those? Either of those. I used the Finnabair Art Basics 2-inch silicone brush for my slapping. Next time I'm going to do this again. Don't you worry. I don't care about the ink up my walls. This is my house. I can do what I like. But I will protect my walls next time. But next time I'm going to use, do you want to laugh? Do you really want a good laugh? Check out how many of these foam dots I use. I got in like a rhythm of putting these on. I don't know how many foam dots I thought this title needed, but I can tell you one thing, it does not need as many as I put on there. And Cass, if you're watching this, I'm buying more of these things because damn, I love them. They're so good and they're so easy to peel the backing off. If you have issues like me with your hands and you struggle to peel off the layers when you're using double-sided tape, buy these things. Crazy Craft Obsessions has all different sizes and colors in stock. It is called, they are made by 3L Scrapbook Adhesive, is Scrapbook Adhesives by 3L. That's what it's called. They're all different. They are so good and they are so sticky. These things are not budging anytime this century, let me tell you. They are going to stay there good and proper. So they are amazing. And before I go and buy the whole shop out, you better be quick. Okay, so what else do I want to bring to you? We're up to the 17th of October. I am working on a YouTube hop with some of my friends to celebrate the my 800 subscribers. Hitting 800 subscribers. To be honest, guys, you guys have blown me away. If you're watching this and wow. Okay, I just had a look. I've hit 830 already. That is amazing. You guys blow me away. If you're watching this and you're just like my husband and you're a casual YouTube watcher, can I explain to you? Subscriptions do not cost you anything whatsoever. If you hit the notification bell, you will get a notification pop up every time a video is loaded up. However, if you don't want to hit the notification bell, that's fine. Just leave me in your subscriptions because every time I post something, it will come up for you and it will come up on your wall when you go for a search. Subscribing is free. It does not cost anything. It doesn't give me any money or anything like that. All it does is help the YouTube algorithm. When you like, when you comment, or when you subscribe to anybody's channel, all it does is helps the algorithm realize that this person is producing regular content that you enjoy. So it then makes my channel pop up for other people. So that's my shameless plug. So if you're watching this and you haven't subscribed, I would sincerely appreciate it. So that way my channel can be shared with so many other people. I do post 6 videos a week. Sometimes I chuck in a couple of quick ones, extra. And sometimes I pop in a good one on a Sunday as well. Sunday's my day off. I don't do any, well, I did this page on a Sunday because I really wanted to scrap. So you'd think doing it all week long, I would want to have time out from it, but I just love it so much. Been scrapping for 20 years and I still haven't lost my mojo with it. I absolutely love it. So those stickers you saw before, they are my creative memory stickers. I stuck them all in a book because it was easier for me to store them that way. The folder was just getting way too big and cluttered and whatnot. I don't use those stickers anymore. I just don't scrap like that. So my scrapping style has evolved into what I enjoy, not what product was presented to me, if that makes sense. So these stamps I'm adding on here are the Pink Paisley Lucky Us stamps. And I'm just using the VERSAFINE ONYX black ink to get a nice crisp stamp. I'm just putting some I love yous and you're one of a kind, that sort of thing. Now, these love hearts, I wanted to put love hearts on the page. I tried, you probably saw me there before. I tried with some oxides and it just didn't look right. So I added a couple more bits of black on there, large bold black. And I quite liked it, and I just went around it with the gold Posca pen, and I was really happy with that. Still not happy with the washi tape. I may even go over, I don't know. I'll leave it alone, walk away from it, it'll be fine. So this is my layout, guys. I didn't intend to do a double with this. I was just going to do a 12 by 12, but it's a bonus double page. And I absolutely love how it was so freeing and so fun to do. Please, if you make anything like this, if you're crazy like me and like making big messes, please, I love how that looks. That just looks so cool. If you do, please, by all means, jump onto my Facebook group and share your work. I want to see what you guys make, as much whether I've inspired it or not. I love to see what you guys do. I love to, you know what I really love? I love when you guys share, especially everyone in England, Canada, South Africa, when you share photos of animals, zoos, parks, just different things, your holidays, your vacations, your ponds, your lakes. I don't see that stuff. I'm petrified of flying, so I will never, unfortunately, be able to travel like that. I love Janet. I think Janice, who's been sharing them. Even vacations around Australia, WA. You know, I've never been to WA. I've been to South Australia, Victoria, New South Wales, but that's about it. So thanks for watching, guys. Please like and subscribe, and I will chat to you again soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.